All right, in my previous video, I showed you how I was building this Auth system, the libraries, four libraries, which are framework agnostic, but then have lightweight wrappers around it. So that it can be used with multiple different frameworks. But the main purpose of this auth library was that it would provide me a way to integrate multiple different auth providers like Auth0, Clerk, Fusion Auth, Stitch, Work OS. I have experience only with Auth0 so far, and I wanted to try these other ones. So my plan is to use my existing apps with one of the app each app with a different provider basically, and my current ones are mainly these two apps, and they have authentication and they both use Auth0. These other ones currently don't have any authentication. So I want to use, let's say, Clerk on this one, and Stitch on another later in future. But uh, I had asked the cursor plan when I was building it in the previous video to use this security hub app, which already implemented Auth0 in this folder, to use it as a test app to convert it to utilize my new system. So that's the test right now for this video. So I have Silo Labs, which is using Auth0 currently from within this repo itself, and Security Hub, which is using this system and still using Auth0. And the test is to check if they both work, right? So let me show you how the existing Auth0 setup works. It's only very simple, only uses three files. One is the environment file here. So environment file, which has all my Auth0 environment variables, and then the main file, which uses Auth0 plugin. And the plugin itself is, I have implemented it something like this. It uses the Auth0 view library directly. It uses my environment variables and then provide the login. So converting the security hub was exactly the same as Silo Labs, exactly. And then once its cursor went through it and updated it, it came up with this. So environment variable is still there, and it has exactly the same variable names, but different values. And then the main was using exactly like this one, was using the plugin, and it still used the plugin from here, but now the plugin itself is not using Auth0. Instead, it's using my internal uh, providers and this system. So yeah, that's the main thing. And then it passes the environment variables to it and generate the create auth plugin, which I use here. Okay, so with this setup, let's start them and see how the login works. So first is my Silo Labs. The login doesn't change, nothing changed, so it continues as before. This is how it works. If I get a code, let me get that. Okay, so providing that, and voila, I am logged in, and I can log out and all that. Okay, so now the same experience should be in the Laser Security Hub as well. Here, this is Laser Security Hub, and let's do the login. The login I want to do with this, and there you go. Okay, yeah, that also logs in. So the the experiment has been successful. There were a small number of hiccups, like the callback URL was slightly not working, and then also it was getting blocked because my role-based access control was not correctly working with the new library. But those are all, I asked Cursor to solve them, and they are solved. Well, this experiment was pretty successful, and it took me about 1.5 hours to get through it, which in a normal traditional way I would have taken 2 weeks, maybe 1 week, all full time working. So that's a productivity, yeah.